Hello everyone, Keith at Larimore Farms. I'm at an out yard today checking on my bees. Looks like they pretty happy. And they got bukus and bukus of pollen coming in. That one hive right there, I think this might be a dead out. This hive here is fairly active. And that one's active, so I'm gonna say this yard is doing fairly good. Anyway, I think they must be finding a little hole in the top because I see them taking, yeah, they got a little teeny hole right in the crack right there. They getting in there any way they can. It won't be long to split this one. Anyway, I'm fixing to get them and see what we got. Well, I got my smoker lit, got my new spectacles on. Maybe I can be able to tell a little about what's going on. Be the first time I really looked in a hive since they got my glasses and all filled. Anyway, let's see what we got. Today is Valentine's Day 2025. The temperature is 53 degrees. The time is 2:15. We got a lot of red maple coming in. I've seen some dandelions, a right good bit of hen bit. As a matter of fact, I've seen a bunch of hen bit. I don't know if this cold weather's brought it out in the field, but there's acres and acres of it around. Anyway, I want to get in here and make sure all these hives are queen right. See if I got a little brood. I'm pretty sure I do because I see that pollen coming in. But I want to make sure we don't have a queen that's gone and we got to lay in worker. Well, I can see the bees up in the top. They're not, well, there was about 4 frames of them covered, but I smoked them and they done went down before I cut the camera on. And I left my blessed tripod that I got at home. Anyway, I'll pull out one and we'll see what we got in there. This top box is full of honey. I've been into 4 frames of it, and there's honey all around it. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on this, and then if I have some colonies that don't have a whole lot of food, I'll just I'll share some of this honey with them. Now this box, 1, 2, 3. It has bees on every frame except for the very outside 2. I'm gonna go ahead and scrape this here sponge off where I had to put some oxalic acid, that extended relief. They would clean that out, but I think they okay. Let me get out there and see if I got any brood in this box. Now this whole frame is pollen, except for that patch right there, and that's fresh nectar. And I know it's fresh because it's falling out of the daggum things, and they hadn't been doing any feeding over this way. But I didn't see any brood yet. I'm looking for brood maybe on the next one. Well, there goes our queen. I don't know if you can see her or not. I might not even got the camera in the right place. Where did she go? I done lost her now. Anyway, she's right there. And on the other side, we have a patch of brood a little bit bigger than a softball. And of course, it's surrounded by pollen. This next frame is fully brood wall to wall. And that there has one patch right there that's already hatched out, and they filled it back up. It's loaded with eggs again. So I'm gonna say this hive's good. It won't be long. They'll be ready for splitting. It's just slabs of brood. I may be splitting sooner than I thought, but I'm in the top box. Now this is a double deep, and this box is loaded with bees from the bottom to the top. There's bees in the bottom. It's loaded too, so I may be splitting sooner than I thought. The first couple of frames I saw in this box, I thought it may be pollen locked, or what I call pollen locked, or pollen bound, what some people might call it. But I see a lot of brood, and on the brood frames, I don't see a lot of pollen. There's that one little band around the top, which is normal, and there's a little band of honey. So this hive is good. I've found eggs, larvae of all stages. I'll move on to the next one. Now this third hive is the one I'm kind of concerned about. I see a couple of bees going in and out, but I don't see a lot of activity on it. I'm gonna pop this top. We're gonna see what we got in there. I don't think there's nothing to it. I see a couple of bees flying out of it, but I don't know if that's just bees that's there for the robbing or what's going on with it. I didn't even spray no smoke on it. I might have ticked them off. Yeah, that one's gone. So I don't even see no reason to carry on with that one. I'll pop it in here a little bit further. I'm gonna mark that one off to the cold weather. There was a little bit of fruit out there. There's about a frame and a half of honey in there, and there was about a half a frame of pollen. But the bees were just a handful, and they were dead. So they didn't have their heads in the hole and their butt sticking out like they were starving. They were just kind of froze on the frames. So that's 1 out of 5 that's gone. This box looks like it's doing fairly well too. I'm guessing there's probably brood in the top of it. That and there's flying around me, but I didn't spray no smoke on them. Excuse my hive tool. All right, I got them calmed down. I'm gonna look in it and I'll just give you an update. Well, I just seen Mama Queen. I don't know if you can see her right there. She's a pretty orange baby doll. Anyway, from what I can tell, she has this frame laid up. So I'm gonna say she's good. Okay, now I need a professional opinion. Is this fresh capped honey? I know that's new wax. They've just drawn part of that there out, but it's Valentine's Day. Would there be fresh capped honey in a hive? Huh. Beats me. Be the first I've seen, but now this will be only my 3rd season. But this is the box that I think I left this top box on. It was just empty foundation. Maybe had a couple of drone cones in it last year. The bees absconded on it, I think. And I just went ahead and stacked the 3rd one of the boxes on top of the other one and left it 3 deep all winter. But that's got me beat right there. I'm puzzled. And anyway, I'm gonna get on down in there and see what we got. So I broke this box down. Look at all the drone brood they've already got in this thing. That's pink-eyed drones. So I don't know exactly how far along that is. I'll have to do some research. But they bumping, that's for sure.